Alright, and follower should be showing up now. There goes the title. Hello, folks. Welcome to today's episode of Content and Creations. Now, episode 4 here, we're getting into the contest stuff. The contest has begun. It has officially begun. We officially have the rules and the sorts of stuff that they're looking for. And the thing that I had started between last week's episode and this one was a large base. Maybe I had started it last week, but it was just not small enough, actually. Believe it or not, I was actually building a cairn structure that was too big. It was too tall. It was essentially going to be two claims tall, and using pretty much the entire width of it. I might still do it at some point because they said definitely to experiment on things, but right now I'm going for something that's a little bit more to the style guide and what they're specifically asking for. So I've got a couple of things going here. First, I've got this, it's going to be the large tower with the 3 smaller attached towers type configuration. And this one here, it's fairly built up to this point. Still has a long way to go, and so I haven't done much at all with the detail. That's going to be the last step. But I've got them kind of getting a little bit larger, and also the bases get a little bit wider and a little bit further away from the kind of dead center point. So what ends up happening here is that it kind of uses that Nautilus spiral that Rosie Rappaport was saying is really useful to work with here. So I've definitely been taking the consideration from the dev team, as well as what I've learned from seeing builds done in the community and how people have done things, how they've progressed, come into some issues and been able to resolve them. Now, I'm definitely coming from the position of full sound structural stability with this stuff. So we've got the posts, they're actually going all the way down into the ground here. Other than that, there's these spars, they're actually connected to these ones here that are going across. I mean, probably use rope or something to better define that connection. And they go through and out to the other side, but this is also definitely supporting this floor here. I'm going to have more spars going through in meaningful ways to further support the interior space here. And the only other kind of cool thing to show off with this little part here is this corner section. It's got the lattice. I've got a candle. The candle's on actually the small wooden table that's been scaled down. Basically, it'll look like a dish that's meant to kind of catch the wax a bit. And a little star is actually, what's it called? Mithril that I used for the string here. So that's why it's kind of luminant, but it doesn't quite look like any of the lumicites, as well as the little starfish that it's holding, because nautical things being good. So that's kind of what I've got going on. These spars go through into the largest one here, which will be used for its interior space, and then these beams holding up the upper half, or the wood section here, also extend across, and they're actually the base for the bottom floor on this one. So definitely trying to make everything look structured, a little bit of differences and variation from one part to the next, but mostly along a pretty cohesive theme. The one other thing that I'm working on, and this is basically something for, I'm pretty sure there was a request for scaffolding, and just an easy way to be able to build up a space to get the player up into the area there. So it's definitely large enough to be comfortable for a Karen, this scaffolding here. And I still haven't quite roughed it up yet. But the other thing that I'm looking to do is add a little bit of cloth draping from one section to the next tier to the next. And the major point of doing that is specifically to give it more of a kind of comfortable feel. It's, I'm sure the wood's going to make just as much noise one way or the other, but the idea is if something's trying to get out of the weather, just, to escape from it for a moment, instead of actually being so brazen as to climb up into a Karen's home and, risk getting mauled, just to kind of hang out under the scaffolding, under the, the cloth covering and kind of wait it out. I could see, animals or passerbys doing that sort of thing. So it's definitely meant with functionality in mind, as well as being aesthetically beautiful if I'm able to pull it off the way I'm hoping I can. So that's kind of what's going on with me over here. Yeah, cold as ice. Once I've got the scaffolding all worked out, I'm definitely going to make it available to the community. Non-template sort of thing. Just put it out there. No need to get Player Studio involved. Plus, I'm sure people are going to want to make their own little modifications and variations on it. That's yeah, definitely something to do. So, like I was saying down here, the one last little detail. They're all a little bit further away. This is the dead center of the claim. This is the closest one. This is a little bit off, a little bit further off, and even a little further off. So it still, it especially helps to accentuate that kind of nautilus that Rosie seemed to be really happy about in last week's workshop show. I'll admit I unfortunately didn't have an opportunity to watch this week's workshop show. Or I suppose I might have, but things were silly. But anyway, yeah, that's what I've got going on here. So normally I start with the PvP arenas and that sort of stuff. But I think today we're going to switch it up and we're going to be looking at the creations or the beautiful builds and everything. So there's one I wanted to check from last week. I hope it's still up, the Egypt build. I don't know which one it is, though. I see a few people did a few different things. I don't know which one it is. It was well recommended last week, but oh well. It wasn't very clear. If someone knows exactly which build it is, please do let me know. But that's not really the main point. We're mostly looking to do the Karen builds here. So, what's Cody? What you got going on? Fazicus, is the scrapyard still up? I meant to check that last week, but we ran out of time. We'll be checking that out in the second half, most likely. Thank you for the follow. Alright, let's see what we have going on here. I believe this was supposed to be a fabric shop. Yeah, look at that. You have a new one too? Nice. So some coiled rope on some wood spools. That's pretty cool. That's really smart. Some of those. I'm probably going to do something like that to help with the making the little fabric pass-alongs there. Dumbo 900. That's a good one. Welcome, welcome. Alright, I really like that. That's really nice. This is definitely a it's really a cute idea. I don't know what that's all about. This nice rug going along here. Lantern, that's pretty cool. They're definitely not going to complain that the wall is too flat. Very nice. Whoop! Your square cover there, good sir. But yeah, that's nice. I'm probably going to be doing something similar to this to resolve the spar connections in the wall. That's really nice. I like that with the rope, looking like it can be pulled up. Don't know what's going on there. Looks like he got a random stripe of something silly, but I do like this. This is I think this is a good material to use for Karen floor. This almost makes it seem like it's more of a desert build, honestly, with using these sandstone tiles here. I really like that symbol there, like the brand for the trade company or whatever. That's really cool. Hanging by the rope, that's really smart. That's a really nice way to keep things kind of suspended using the rope there. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I see. So materials can be worked on here and then sent down in the bin. That's so smart. Really nice design of this place. The one thing I would say is what happens when it does rain, because water is just going to pour straight down between the fabric here. Which, by the way, nice job with that fabric. That looks really nice. Pretty nice. IMFG54. Interesting. Interesting name. Thank you for the follow. You know what? I think I'll take it. I like that first shot. Oh. Well, you'll be able to see it in the overview. I mean, I'm gonna give it. I'm not completely done with it yet. There's still a little bit more I want to kind of look over and comment on. But other than a couple little kind of mistakes here and there that are easy to correct, I think it's great. Good one. All right, what do you actually call this place? Confidence Hilltop. You're having too much fun over there, Cody. It's a good thing there isn't already SOE mode. If you're doing all sorts of stuff right now. Alright. That O nod. Yep. Hooray! Alright. So, what's going on with the base here? Cody. I think it's interesting because I thought they said it doesn't need a flat base, but I guess you just made a flat base to work with. Not part of the build. Okay. So, what's with the, I guess because it's a merchant shop, maybe they would have more access to trade, and that's how they were able to get these sandstone floor cobbles or whatever, the sandstone bricks and blocks for the floor. But is this, do you think this is the right color for the place? It kind of makes it seem like it should be a desert build almost. Doesn't really seem like it quite matches with the scenery here. Other than that, you've got this stripe down here by the staircase that's some wrong material. Supposed to be a Karen shop in Freeport. Ah, okay, that makes sense. Where was that other thing that I saw? I think it was over here. Yeah. There's a faulty connection here. You need to fill in the copper a little bit more solid, because it doesn't quite look like it's really holding that spar in place. And while you're doing that, I really like these planks here. You could even, if you wanted, make a little break here and there along the way to make it look like these planks themselves are, you know, they're not the entire length of a tree kind of put together or whatever. I like this tile in here, the wood floor. You don't have to, it's just a suggestion. Custom lattice, nice. And the spar actually goes through the building. In a functional way. Oh yeah, this one also doesn't fully connect. The spar on the other side of the one that you were just working on. Calm. Well, no, I am kind of nitpicky. I mean, it's when a build is solid, then it's the small details that you're looking at, not the broader details. This build is pretty solid. There's just little things here and there. But there's also lots of things that are really nice, like the way that these ropes are kind of offset at their angle to make it look like they're more properly set to support the weight of this thing. That's really cool. The use of rope is pretty good. Having various things kind of tied together and such. I wish they had given us maybe a copper version of these rings. That would probably make a little bit more sense for Karen's. Howdy, howdy, folks. Feline, how you doing? Dark Lady? Gotcha. Yeah, that's kind of cool, sticking them upside down. I guess the one other thing I would say is, with all of this ornate fabric and everything in the place and how decorative and nice the place is on the inside, I think the outside, it could maybe use a little bit more decoration and detail. If you have maybe a Karen star that you'd be able to inlay into the stone here. Let me... 3, 4. Ooh, no, that's not really big enough to get a star in there, I think. You probably do maybe a little wave pattern sort of thing going along. Or have some stars kind of going up above in this area. Just a suggestion. Hey, welcome, welcome. All right. Ooh, yeah, if you hang that between those spars there, that could work. Or, hmm. There's definitely stuff that you can do to kind of mess around and add more to it. I like it. A bit repetitive. Cool deal. Thanks, Kobits. Planters? Yeah, planters might be nice. You're definitely right. Definitely right about that. Oh, yeah, that works. It is a fabric shop. It would make sense to show off your fine wares. I like that. A cat flap. Good stuff. I really like this build. It's pretty nice. For something that's meant to be a shop in Freeport, definitely makes sense for it. I like the little breaks that you made in some of these areas here. That's pretty cool. Good stuff. All right. Well, we've been hanging out here for a while. I could probably stand to hang out here for longer, but there's other builds that definitely need to be checked out. Thanks for showing the place off here, and I'm really glad to see that you've got such an awesome build going on. Definitely looks like winter material. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. That picture is most likely going to be one that goes on the title screen for next week's episode. Cheers, buddy. And like I had mentioned earlier, Cody is actually going to be on Live Feature Rant this week. So definitely tune in for that. Should be a good discussion. Alright, look at this place. Nice. Hold on just 1 second, folks. I don't know why I see 0 voxel over there. So alright, let's take a little look at the workplace action going on here. We've got the wavy fabric. That's really, really cool. This might be an inlay that's getting used. Interesting little doorway arch sorts of things. Looks cool. Kind of makes me think of like maybe Persian or Indian. Check over chat here real quick. Yeah, they are pretty nice waves. I'm pretty sure it's going to be dwarves and dwarves next time for the vote. I kind of like these. I'm not sure if these are going to be a part of the build or if they're just little decorative things that he made. It's kind of neat structuring there. Alright. So the little inlaid windows with the candles, that's something I'm pretty sure they really, really liked. I like the archway entrance here. Very classy, very ornate. Could be Charon watchtowers, yeah, potentially. Nice little pool. Very neat. Those definitely belong there. That's really nice. Very inviting. Because a cat person just jumps right up here. So I guess this is just the short-term method of getting up to the next floor. I don't think this has really changed much, and that's fine because this is already pretty damn amazing. There's not really much to change about it. I wouldn't change anything about it. Looks great. Looks great. They definitely said wood and a bit of metal up in the higher areas, and this is most definitely that. Nice. Well lit. Whoops. This is the only part that could maybe get more furnished, but probably doesn't really have to. It could just be this nice little area to just kind of hang out and meditate, or I don't know. I don't know what would go on here, but it's really nice. The rope going across looks good. Probably just a little micro adjustment to kind of center them up a little bit more. But other than that, it's pretty solid. I'm not really sure what you're going to do, what your plan is for building a way to get from here up to here. I'm still saying just like a little rope to climb up, or like a little rope ladder or something is probably all you would need. You'd put some knots in the end of the rope, Mellow. That's a good idea. I mean, there's the metal rings attaching them. Well, on this floor is the metal rings attaching them. It's just on this floor where I guess they haven't been fully redone yet. I guess this floor might be the part that's still a work in progress. If there's anything I would recommend to add for this part here, it would be maybe a second layer of lattice that goes out from this one that's already here, like maybe 2 voxels out, and have it kind of a larger but cohesive pattern. So when you walk by here, it gets an extra layer of parallaxing, because Rosie said that sort of stuff is really nice. Very, very awesome what you've got going with this place. Of course, my big complaint I have with many places about being able to see the roof tiles from underneath, not really much of an issue here. Just a little bit here and a little bit here, but it's really not that big of a deal. Just a little bit to kind of block this one in. Honestly, sometimes you can see some amount of the roof tiles and stuff like that kind of hanging over. So a little bit isn't an issue. It's just when like the entire thing doesn't have any backing on it, and this is not the case here. This place is very well structured, and of course with Cody's, they didn't have any roof tiles to begin with, so it wasn't even an issue. I like it. There was, I think, one thing from last week that I wasn't so sure about. I don't think this was the build though. Maybe not. This is really nice. That's a damn lot of rope. Holy crap. Hey, look at that, everybody. Okay, alright. Alright. This is the one part. If I was working with candles and I had wood underneath, I would have it on something, a plate, a dish, an upside down starfish, something, for 2 reasons. 1, to make sure the wax doesn't drip down, and 2, when the wick burns all the way down, if it's able to start catching on the wood itself and using it as the fuel, it will burn the wood. Not a good thing. Not a good thing at all. So I definitely recommend putting something underneath here. I think the windows going around the outside. Let me take another look at those. Also, you could stand to put a rope bridge or 2 in here to have as the climb-up points, or just like a little coil of rope to kind of represent somebody maybe being able to throw down a rope bridge or just a climbing rope. Whoops. Okay. Okay, so here it is. More of the same sort of thing, but I guess it's not an issue here. Plaster, burn candles on that all day long. That's not going to be a problem. It's airy enough that it's not going to, well, this one might be airy enough that things, no, they're not actually. I take it back. I think having the wood with the candles right underneath it, it would be kind of blackened and singed under here, if not actually be able to catch fire and burn. Pauline, I am really, really happy that you did that. Did you put more work into your place? Is it ready for a little bit of a revisit here, or you want to hold off for a little bit? This is really nice detail. This is kind of what I was talking about on the outside, Cody. Something to kind of cut the space. It's got the sharper wave pattern here, more like a wavy cloud pattern up here. That's really, really nice. I like that a lot. That is a great detail. Beautiful stuff. And then this just random little bit of scaffolding here for someone to be able to go over and I guess maintain the candle or hang out and look at nature. That's cool. Alright. I know you were here earlier. I don't know. I hope you were able to see the review here. If not, well, of course it'll be available like they all are afterwards. What the hell? Is this like a scaffolding or a platform he's working on? Oh, some internal stairs. Nice. Calm, I don't think you realize if they had yarn balls coated with catnip and they're coming to Karen territory, the Karens would find them before they are able to launch those balls of catnip. And the Karens would absolutely rip them to pieces, assuming catnip is something that actually affects Karens. Which it might not. Kid Ants, how's it going? Vince, how's it going? All sorts of awesome people up in here today. Not that there aren't on other days, but a bunch of awesome people. Crap, stupid tree. Right, I'll get it from this angle. Damn. Oh, for sure. Definitely link it up. COVID. Not every human likes bananas. Ooh, that is a nice mural. That's awesome. Holy crap. It's pretty amazing. Current residence in progress on Rebellion Oxbow. Whoops. That's the part I meant to copy. We are at 5:39. '40, 1953. You know, Comrest, I don't think that they would think about it in those terms. I think they would probably think about it more in spiritual terms. That yes, we are more spiritually related to cats than you humans. Like you humans are more spiritually related to monkeys. Because I don't know how much Karens really care about genetics and that sort of stuff. All right. Cools. So Cool's Karen's Palace is next in the list here I've got. Then afterwards, Kobits and Faline. No, it doesn't look like you applied for this week. Defense, if you want to apply for a tour, or actually, you know, I will, if we've got enough time, I will get you. Otherwise, we'll get you next time. Alright. Alright. Let's check this place out. So I guess this is like a sundial here. That's kind of neat. I keep meaning to give DeJello a visit again too. I would like the shape here. It's kind of like a bone or bow tie sort of shape here, as well as this kind of fat octagon. They both equally work together to make the space look really nice. It's pretty cool. It lets in light, but it also looks sturdy. I like the use of copper. This I feel like makes more sense than this. This doesn't like, this feels like it's part of the structure and stability is holding things together. This seems like it's just a detail? That's cool and all. Same here. I guess because they're planks, it would make sense that you'd have to have something to help keep it together a little bit better or something. Stone, yep. Nice use of the fabric there. Nice little overhang. Of course, you have the roof there too. So you've got some structuring behind the roof tiles here, so yeah, I think that's all right. Maybe a little bit more structuring around this one, I think. Maybe a little around there too, but looks fairly sturdy. The wood and everything actually looks really sturdy, holding everything together, so that's really nice. Like the horn, good use of it there. Nice use of the little spiky points. Offset lattice. It's like double offset lattice. Works pretty good here. Especially because they line up like that. That's pretty snazzy. I like the use of asymmetry there a little bit, or at least having a little bit of variation. Good stuff. Definitely see a little lamp or a star or something hung off of here. That's a pretty neat pattern. Kind of interesting with little bits and variations. Nice sturdy looking column here. Effectively holding up the walkway. Good platforms, little gaps in between here. Nice stuff. Little hangout spot. Big thick structural spars that go all the way through? Do we even get to see them from anywhere else? I can't tell where those spars went. Or if they're just some chunks, some thin chunks of wood that are kind of put there. Like wide but thin. It's a nice detail either way. It kind of has a almost like the side of a ship kind of look to it. Very cool. Nice use of the rope. The little lanterns hanging across. What else was there to investigate over in this section? It's like a little kind of sleep and hangout area. I see. So here's one of the ways to get up in the place. And that takes you up here where people can hang out and sleep, do all their cat things. Little bonsai garden. Fancy hangout area. Oh no! Candles on wood! Candles on wood! Rotating the lattice there. That's a very nice touch. Nice use of the tables there, embedding them into the wood. And I see this one's just poking out a little bit, so definitely do a final spot check on them afterward. That one I only see just a wee little bit coming out the bottom there. Pretty smart. Pretty good use of the stuff here. And I see that you're using the fabric material for this, the primary butt cushion or whatever. Nice use of the fabric here. Helps to diffuse the light a little bit. Still allows air to get through. Still allows rain to get through. But I suppose if the rain's coming down on this area here, this sand with the little gardeny stuff, that makes sense. This, I guess, would be covered so it wouldn't be coming down there. So actually that's really smart design. That's actually extremely smart, well planned, really awesome. Some storage over here. I like the star with the lattice. That's really nice effect. A little curve thing. Pretty sweet. I see. So the old voxel lantern you instead changed to a planter. That's awesome. That looks really nice, well structured. I like the angle that it creates when you look at it from the side. How's one actually supposed to get over here? I see. So you can either go this way and get there. Also takes you here. That's nice. A lot of little places to get to, little different ways to go here and there. Paths and fun design. This isn't even everything. Take a little peek at the exterior again here. Looks nice. Not really a lot of open space, so there's not really any space for, I guess, Rosie and Jeff to complain about the walls looking flat, because there's so much going on that no wall really gets to be too flat, because there's something poking out of it somewhere. Very nice. I like this doorway. This little covered archway looking thing. So let's check out this building. Again, really like that exterior stuff. Using different types of woods for that that part. That's really cool. You don't see it as much from the inside because the light kind of washes out the color, but when you're looking at it from the outside, it's pretty accentuated. So that's a really, really neat effect you've got going on there. Wait, we did check out this building. And I didn't even notice that differentiation the last time. Your own nice doorway? Yeah. Nice doorways are nice. Yeah, I guess this little part here we haven't checked out yet. Pretty nice. Very sturdy, well structured, very open. Those base connections are a little weird. I don't know what you'd be able to do to resolve those. I would maybe recommend doing a couple rings of copper. Or maybe just putting some rope or whatever to kind of tie it off. Cover it with a coiled rope. Hangout spot. I would recommend smoothing down this edge if you can. I think that would really, really help with increasing the comfort level of this area, because I wouldn't imagine it'd be comfortable to bang your head on this by accident, or whack your elbow on the corner of it or something. So just a suggestion, and not the entire way around. It's okay for it to be sharp along here, just if it was a little smoother along there. Yeah, I don't think it'd be the coiled rope actually, Kobits. I think it'd be using the curved rope and then just building up a coil just to cover the base. Nice. I really like that window. Of course, more candles on wood, which we discussed as a fire hazard. Even if they're magic candles. Maybe if they're not magic candles. I like those little bits of copper here and there to help make it look like it's more reinforced. You could even add a bit more of that here and there. Hey, Andrew. Alright, see you later, Cools. Have a good one. Yeah, I will continue giving the rest of my feedback here and take an epic screenshot. This is a really, really nice build. A lot of really nice stuff going on with it. And of course, the throne. I am the Catman. Oh, and this one's a double whammy because it's also going to get wax all over the cushions there. Suppose those would too. That's really a nice little Karen banner. It almost looks like a flag or something that was kind of co-opted from their nautical symbols. Pretty smart. Very cool. Very cool. Well, I don't catch them all fully, but the ones that I notice, I try to comment on. I've been doing this for what? This is my 28th episode, 29th I think actual episode of a landmark tour show. So I've had a lot of practice. I've been looking at this game for literally half a year. I like how that's structured. Yeah, I could see putting a treasure chest or a couple boxes or barrels or something under there to help make it look a little bit more of a storagey space. In fact, this area here looks maybe a little barren. I know this is the throne room, but what would it be? King of the castle, king of the castle. What do I want to see over here? Landmark. want to see there? I don't know. More couches? A food area. Hey, there you go, Calm. Nice. That's a good idea. That's right. I am king of the castle. You bring food to me. Toilet. Urns, wine storage. Yeah, I can see that. Mellow, I've got no idea. That is a reference to which I am not familiar, my friend. I like these nice, smooth, kind of angled stairs. It almost actually looks more slippery, like if you're going up this in the rain, it seems like you're going to slide down. I don't know. Flat usually seems like it's the best for that sort of thing, but one way or the other. I mean, it looks really nice aesthetically. Just functionally, I'm not so sure it's the safest. Well, Calm, I could see it being the like a dining table or something. Okay, enough spinning around. Time to actually comment on this lovely library. So nice, very well designed, good use of the space. It just needs like a ladder or something to get somebody from the lower part to the upper part, because I don't know who wants to be jumping around books. That doesn't quite seem civilized. It's a barrel scope. I love it. The barrel scope. Oh, what can I see in the distance here? It even has the little glass ball on the... That's awesome. Nice use of the props there. That's a little weird the way the corner gets resolved there. I would definitely recommend maybe trying to reassess that, or see if there's some way to be able to resolve it and cover the tile a little bit better, because it looks great in all the other spots. That's just the one part I look at and it's like that's another good sound to make. Maybe not that bad, but it's just weird. That's all. Yeah, Mellow, I agree. Actually, Calm, I would imagine ogres would probably drink sour ales. is a nice doorway. What a great build. That's nice. The little overhangs in the different areas there. Ooh, no, I don't want to show that edge there. I gotta try that again. Oh, you've only missed about an hour and a half, DWS. There we go. That's a nice dynamic shot. You can see the ocean down there. You can see hills back there. I like it. No one screenshot can really represent this place, though. Oops, let me move my chat out of the way there. Gotta say, this build is amazing. Cheers to you, Cools. Alright, so Cools is completed. Okay. Fermented milk, huh? Yes, I notice it's moved. New name too. I'm interested in seeing how it is now. Alright. So, first things first. I love the idea of putting it out here in the ocean. I like that you've got the wood supports, even though they don't go all the way down, that's fine. That would require you to put down an extra claim, and that's kind of expensive. So don't worry too much about that. What I would say, though... Hey Poro, yeah, we're going to be doing the PvP portion for the second half this time. Normally we do it for the first half, the creation stuff, checking out arenas and such. So yeah, Poro, definitely, when I come back from the 2-hour break, we will definitely be getting to fighting there. How you doing? Everyone, follow Poro Sorceress if you don't already. She's an awesome builder, sculptor person in the community. So, anyhow, yeah, I like that you've got the brick here, but I definitely don't think plaster. Anywhere you've got plaster that's actually in the water, definitely switch that up to brick. This is good. That's good. But that plaster there, that plaster there, and maybe even as many as like 3 voxels up from the water to kind of compensate for rising and lowering tide. Because, yeah, plaster is going to get wrecked in the ocean. Like, it'll last a day? Maybe a week? I don't know. You wouldn't really be able to get it to set to begin with. Oh, JWS, holy crap. Yeah. So, now that we've talked about the connection with the water, which is a really nice touch, let's look at the aesthetics of the build here. I like these little cross beams. That's really nice. Very nice parallaxing effect going on. It has this kind of odd bumpiness walking along here. I like it. If you're not looking at the actual ground itself, it's kind of interesting. Very cool. Really nice the way that's laid out there. This obviously looks like a part that hasn't been resolved yet, but definitely trying to blend the beach sand with what you've got going on here. Maybe using the heal tool, if that'll do it. Otherwise, just depositing you know, some fresh sand and kind of have it going under here a little bit or whatever. Yeah, yeah, like that. That's a cute little detail. Little shells and stuff here and there. That's nice. It's a nice way to add a lot of little bits of life to it here and there. Not really sure what's going on with that. Ah, thank you there. Mad Max Z1. So I see there's a lot of work in progress going on here, though. The arena itself The arena itself, the part that's been kind of hanging around and persisting from week to week, it's still really, really nice and pretty fun. This is the part that I think you kind of need to do something about and resolve one way or another. These spawn point locations. I'm not really sure what the plan is for them, but if you don't have an idea in mind, let me know and I can give you a suggestion. Otherwise, if you've got a plan in mind, do it, and then we'll go from there. I like the idea of what you've got going here. Kind of more of like big crane structures holding it up rather than something that's like a built-up tower of its own. It stays nice and open. But yeah, that I think the team spawn areas is probably the only part that probably really needs work, other than the a little bit of the beach connection down here. And then yeah, this will be a pretty solid arena. I think it'd be a lot of fun to get some battles going in here and see if we can get the devs to spotlight it and give it a little bit of love, not just for being a Karen build, but also for being an arena. Other things I would suggest, if you've got a Karen star or some sort of decoration, putting it up above on top here along these flat areas. Another idea would be putting boards along these flat areas to make them kind of like a runnable, traversable space. And you could even do it with these here if you wanted to, but you would probably have to flatten them out to do that. Oh, well, if you actually want it to look like loading dock cranes, you're going to probably want to either use a cylinder or a cylindrical slice kind of on one side and the other to make it look like that's where the pivot point's at. Some either it's got to be really long on this side or really heavy, or you've got to have a rope here somewhere that attaches to a crank down here. That would actually allow you to adjust that of it. Some springboards? Yeah. You know, the springboards, the other advantage of the springboard is that it mitigates any potential fall damage. If I was, if the battle starts and I, miss a jump or something and this is where I've got to end up landing, it's not a happy place. You're already starting to give the opponents an advantage. Like, you'll see how much damage the fall is here. That's a lot of damage to take. If you've got the staff out, you're already kind of running away, switching to the sword, looking to right click to get some armor back, and you've already taken a bunch of health damage, which really isn't a safe thing to do. The rope feels too small. Yeah. The rope props are maybe a little bit too small, especially, I still say, for the amount of jute that goes into them. And the amount of time and effort it takes to, collect everything up, or relative purchasing value and all of that stuff. Take all the porters. So... Yeah, but by how much, Mello? Oh, cool. So your teleporters take you up in those areas. Oh, that's really nice. They're basically hidden. You wouldn't really look up here unless you know the teleporters are there. That's cool. Nice. And of course this takes you to the end of the dock if I'm not mistaken. I think that was all the teleporters. Lovely build. Yeah, cut in half isn't really, I think making it 10% of the jute, or you get, you know, a bundle of rope instead of 1 unit of rope for the amount of materials invested. I feel like that would be more appropriate. 50% is not the kind of scale I'm looking at. I'm looking at like, you know, 500% is how much more rope we should be getting. Not spending 50% less material on 1 unit. But that's just how I am about it. I'm trying to set up my build in such a way that it takes as little rope as possible. But yeah, I guess I'll just have to direct message people on the forums. I guess the talk shows and Twitter and Reddit and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. At least for the Karen building contest, they should have the cost for the rope reduced to almost nothing. After the contest, whatever. It's not like we're keeping this stuff. So, you know, it's arbitrary for rope to be something that's easy to collect right now. They really should just make it plant fiber. Or at least cotton that's a lot easier to spot in the distance. It's just as much that it's hard to find the jute because it's not as, available. It is also that you just can't spot it from as far away. It's a very difficult plant to spot where it blends in with the ground. Foline, nice place. I like the little... I mean, this is here from last time, but I still like it. Nice little hanging out, bathing area for people who stink to not stink anymore. And for people who are thirsty to catch dysentery? I don't know. It looks really nice. One thing, if you feel like experimenting just a little, Foline, if you made a little kind of spout of water coming out of it to make it look like a natural spring, maybe even doing a little bit of something underneath there to try to make it look like a what's it called? Like a little geyser or spring, just kind of doing the thing there. I can't remember if I recommended that last time or not. Did I? If I did, then I'm just repeating myself. So Mello, what are you looking to get? Are you looking to get the glass movers? Hey, get back here, you. Doesn't matter. Alright, let's actually look at the build here. Okay. Yeah, I forgot that I mentioned it last time, but I guess that's the sort of thing I would mention. Exterior still looks really, really nice. I like that. It's 20 voxels higher now. Ooh. Either climb it up, and it is definitely climbable. You get to here, and Karen jump to here, Karen jump to here, and then you just kind of, I guess, walk across to here. And yeah, I just noticed that, Kobit, you're right. The ladders are kind of on the skinny side, but at the same time, these rope ladders I think are more for the humans and the smaller peoples. I'm pretty sure Karen is just jumping. They're just lunar anklet jumping from spot to spot. So, looks like you've got one of those fancy Karen vases or whatever. You've got a candle on top of that. That's really cool. Looks like that's the thing that you've done around some of this area here. That's really smart. I recommend doing a little bit of rope to kind of blend the wood here, because the way it kind of glues itself together there is a little weird. Either that or kind of adjust it to make it look like you've got a copper connectors there like copper bands and stuff kind of holding it together, and that's why it kind of has that like melted fused look to it. Nice. And then yeah, that's really cool. This little hanging storage for the chest here. You can't get into my stuff, neener neener. Need more rope? Aw, that sucks. If anybody in the community wants to throw an awesome builder some rope after you've seen this awesome stuff here, send it to NEUROD. Actually, Folian, it's just the FALLEEN to get you in game, right? I think that's what I searched to find the place. And by the way, I really like this here. That's quite decorative. Got a shell. Ooh, I really like the shell for the because I forgot that it had the curve on the inside. That looks great for the candles. That's really awesome. I'm probably gonna have to do that for all of my candles. Yeah, people, if you like the build and you want to support the builder, send Folian some rope or jute. Or any of the other stuff related to making the woven jute and the rope. This is one set that you missed. Oops. Unless the intent is that these aren't supposed to be lit and this is just a candle storage, and if that's the case, then I don't know what you'd be able to do to stop people from doing it. Well, yeah, Kobits, I'm Jewish and I love use. Oh, inbox. Pie. Oh. Thanks, Pie. Holy crap. I'll definitely have to share the love around. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. That's a really interesting lattice. Holy crap. That's got a really awesome look to it. I like the boards. Now you absolutely, positively do not have to do what I'm about to recommend. But if you wanted to, where you've got these boards going underneath, these thicker, I think they're even rectangular spars going through, you could actually make a split in some of the wood planks and have a little chunk underneath holding it up. You don't have to do it with all of them. You don't have to do it with any of them. But that would, I think, give it a little bit more variation and make it look like the boards here aren't just made of like giant tree length sections. Or not. Totally just a suggestion. You can definitely ignore it. Um, oh, cool. Just an idea of something to help add a little bit more variance to it. I've seen a lot of people do it with a lot of success. Those double stars, I know not everybody likes them, but I really do. Still feel weird about this roof tile here, but if it's something that you like, don't change it on my account. Beard contact Mike. Is that what happened? I really need to get one of those Blue Yetis or whatever. I actually have to get a professional microphone here at some point. It's I have a lot of success with this one, but there's some funny issues. Really like the lattice. Oh yeah, the under part of the those roof tiles there. Yeah, let me take a look at that. Yeah, there we go. That looks really nice. You missed one. Oh no. Oops. Well, that's what I'm here for, is to help find the little details. Still feel weird about these giant trees and these little planters, but Karens are a magical people. I'm sure they could figure it out. Now, this, however, this tree clipping through the roof here, I think that's definitely something that needs to be adjusted, because that it certainly doesn't look correct. I don't know if the intent is to have it kind of look like it's squeezing through the lattice and stuff here, but like I said, little ferns and stuff, especially the little ferns and plants that have the butterflies and stuff on them, or some of the glowy plants that have the little you know, particles and stuff kind of floating around them. I think those would actually be really nice to put in the space to greenen it up a bit. That tree looks right, or bush or whatever. It looks right for the planter it's in. Doesn't seem like it needs that much water anyway. The roots are mostly exposed, so yeah. Okay. Cool. Very nice. It's a very nice build. Once again, the shell to catch the wax, that's actually probably the most ideal for a Karen candle holding sort of thing. Those tables really are nice. A little sleeping zone here, or hang out and chill. The absolute most minimal, but I'm still going to point it out. That's clipping through a little bit. Mew. Or you could accentuate this and put a little pearl in its mouth, put a little white lumicite orb. I actually think that'd be kind of cool. A little bread and some wine here. Someone was hanging out by the fire. Yeah, unfortunately, I guess I don't have the ability to turn it on or something, so it's gonna be out. That's fine. I like the candles for the posts here going around. That's really neat. I don't know how well the candles would do if it's windy at all, though. That's I think that's usually the reason why lanterns and lamps and stuff like that exists, is so that way the fire doesn't get blown out. So while it's a really nice aesthetic, it would only really be able to work if this is an area where the air is extremely still. And the fact that you're kind of up in the elevation a little bit, I'm pretty sure there'd be a little bit of a breeze kind of constantly going on. Turns things on and off. Well, this is an amazing, beautiful, lovely build. Now, I'm going to be looking to take the break here pretty soon. And after the break, we're going to be getting into the PvP portion and looking at some of the decorative, or not the decorative builds, but the functionality that people have been able to build. And we've got a few builds to check out. Got 1, 2, 3, and after we check those arenas out, if we still got more time, we'll definitely continue on and check out some more stuff. Some more of these awesome decorative builds. Devents, I want to check your build out. Mellow Melon, I want to check your build out. And if we still have some time, I keep meaning to go back and check out DeJelo's builds. He's out building every night, and I know he's been working on some awesome stuff. Lord Underneath, or if you're talking about the Vonu Tech Commander's outfit, thank you. Hail VS. See you in about 5 or 10 minutes, folks.